Channel. I said it right this time. My name is Nabila Melisha, for you guys who do not know me, and I would like to welcome you to my channel as I am sewing today faux leather. This is my second time working on these pants, and I am going to put in a zipper today. I am thinking blind zippers are very easy for me, but it always takes me a minute to really think how to sew them because you kind of do them opposing, if that makes sense. I don't know. Because I iron open the teeth and then I sew it, and then I have to always make sure that how I'm going to sew it is the right side. Okay. I think we have that. Okay, cool. I'm gonna pin it. I need to work over the table, on the table. It's also better for my back. I'm not gonna pin it too much because this is faux leather. And I don't want the pin marks to be, I mean, they're gonna be inside the seam allowance, so I don't have to worry about it too much. But I also don't want to pin too much to where we have a whole bunch of holes in it, because this is not like regular fabric where you can like smooth out, the holes. Baby, hey, how are you? And right now I'm using a 12-inch zipper, which this zipper is a slight bit longer than what we need it to be. And I'm wondering if I'm gonna bring it down. I'm gonna start at the top instead, because then I can bring it down without doing too much, and then we can always cut it from the end, because I guess they say it's better to cut it from the end. And then also I already installed most of the waistband, so I do have to figure out how I'm gonna do that part, because that part always gets me to think. I'm doing good too. Doing good. Thank you for asking. Hey, Maru Chan or Khan? Marukan? How are you? Sorry if I'm butchering your name. Hi, Jay. How are you? How are you people today? What y'all up to? Okay, so once I have this sewn, we're going to turn this piece inside out, and then I'm most likely going to have to take the waistband part out right here, then do the zipper, because then it's gonna go inside out, and something like that. And then this is so, fashion design is not always easy. It's just taking a lot of brain juice. I did it with a skirt and I was puzzling then too. Okay, so I'm gonna talk myself through it. If I take the waistband out and this is sewn, then that will be turned inside out, because this is the inside, and then we sew it on here like that. Then let's just do one thing at a time. Let's just pin this, and once it's pinned, we're gonna sew it. Once it's sewn, then we're gonna figure out the waistband, because it's making it a little bit more confusing when it doesn't have to be. So one thing at a time. Thank God for that. Thank you so much. Hello, you are so really beautiful. Thank you so much. I so appreciate you. Thank you, thank you. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now this is ready to sew. And I am thinking, what am I thinking? Let me make sure that this is the height that I want it to be at. Yep, perfect. So now I'm gonna take out my zipper foot. I think it's in this compartment. And I'm going to install my blind zipper foot. Well, is it a blind zipper foot? Or is it a regular zipper foot? I have no idea. Either way, we're putting in a zipper foot. And I'm closing this baby up. These are all my tools that came with my machine, and it goes in there. And then like that, just like that. Let's move it over just a tad bit so you guys can kind of see my machine and me a little bit in action. Thank you so much for the hearts. And I'm gonna start. I think I usually start on the opposite side, so this is a little bit different, hey? Yeah, I feel like I should have started on the opposite side. But it's okay, we're gonna do it. Oh my god, I'm making it so difficult for myself because I also did the pins on the opposing side. Okay. And also I got a leather needle in here, which is going to make everything a slight bit easier and the punctures less. And then I'm going to put my stitch length on 3.0 instead of 2.5. Okay. I'm working and getting a little bit closer into the creases, and then I'm going to backstitch to secure. And I'm removing my pins a little bit sooner now because I didn't do them to where I could pull them out. They're in the opposite direction, so I can't wait till I'm too close to the needle in order for me to pull them out. When I sew blind zipper, I always iron open the teeth because then you can really get as close as possible to them, and that helps to make it a little bit more invisible when the garment is on. I find that I have to sew a little bit slower with this leather because for some reason my machine stitches kind of like loose, and I tried to play with the tension, but that didn't resolve it. So I got to the point where I'm like, okay, maybe if I sew slower, maybe that'll help, and it did help. So I need to not forget that because I'm so in the habit of like Sewing fast. So I kind of gotta sew like I'm a little grandma today. Just for right now. Okay, and I'm going to remove the last pin. And I'm also going to stop right before we hit the waistband line so that I could take the waistband apart for just a tad bit. Actually, let's do one back stitch. Okay, cool. So we have that down. Where's my cutter? I don't know where my cutter is. Okay. Boom, we have the first side of the zipper. So I ironed the teeth open, and as you can tell, I stitched right next to the teeth, and so when the zipper is on, it will turn the teeth over, and so the stitches are super close. So let me show you what that looks like when I now close it. Now the zipper is hidden. Like, this side isn't done, obviously, so you can only look at this side and you can't tell that the zipper is right there because it's blind. And the way to keep it as blind as possible is to open up the teeth, iron them flat, and then once they're flat and open, you sew as close as possible to the teeth, not on the teeth because then the zipper will always get jammed, but as close as possible, and the fabric will roll over and hide the teeth. Now we're gonna do the exact same thing on the opposite side. I'm gonna close it first to make sure that all of it is flat. Ferragamo, no. Get. He doesn't like it when I blow on him. Like, I guess air, fast air, startles them. So that's my way of saying no when he doesn't want to listen. Because he will chew my thread, and the other day I caught him chewing it and I was like, what is going on? Why is my thread all the way in my living room? I mean in my kitchen area. And I caught Sir chewing the thread and I had to pull it all out of his throat, and I'm like, oh no. Because, you know, I'm so used to keeping my thread on the floor. So I'd rather startle him by blowing air on him than him choking on my thread. This is what I was looking for. Good job. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. going to put the last pin in it. And make sure that this is also all the way to the end. It's looking like it might be a little bit too tall in comparison to the other side. Is it? Ferragamo, what are you doing? He might have jumped on, yeah, okay, he's good. He jumped on his cat tree, but the tree kind of like bumps into the window every time, so I'm like, what are you doing? I love it when he goes on there. It's just like, you're out of my way. I don't bother you. You don't bother me. We're good. We're good. Actually, is it tall enough? Let me see something. It's looking like it is okay. Okay, now I'm just gonna sew it. And but before I do that, actually, I want to double check it one more time. Whew. Yeah, that's fine. You can do that. I like that. Keeps me engaged. I feel like it's a tad bit short on this one side. So I'm thinking either we just do it, and then once it's time for the waistband to be installed, then what do we do then? Then I could just come down some on my sewing. Let's see, because it's not that far off. It's literally like a millimeter. Nobody's gonna be like, let me have a magnifying glass. It's just me being a perfectionist right now. But I'm gonna just go ahead and sew it. Yeah, and then we'll go from there. I'm ready whenever you are. So these pants are going to be part of the show. I don't know if you guys, some of you might have been there when I was working on the green top, and I created a pattern for it and I showed you guys the fabric and I was so excited about it. These pants are going to be paired with that top, and now I'm thinking of what else can I create with that fabric, because I have only a little bit left and I would love to make something. I just have no idea what. Okay. What are my favorite things to do in my free time? I love watching shows like Downton Abbey is one of my favorites. And what's the other one? The Gilded Age. That's my all-time favorite. So I love watching shows like that in my free time, or home makeover shows. And right now I'm watching Flip or Flop. So basically they buy homes and then they flip them. That's one of my favorite things to watch in my free time. Illustrating is one of my favorite things on my iPad or on paper with marker and paper. I haven't done that in a very long time, but let me, do I have anything right now? Where is that book? So it might be here. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I had it the other day because I was showing somebody. One second, you guys. Dang, where is my... It might be right here. Okay, I don't see the one that I'm looking for. Actually, it's right here, I believe. Oh, it's not. Is it? What the heck? Okay, I don't know what I did with it, but I have another one that I can show you real quick. This was one of my quick illustrations. Just to see what I can do, like if I only had 3 minutes to illustrate something. Oh, I wish I had it because, well, you know what, this is better. I hope that Serena Williams sees this one day. But this is her in a magazine, and this is my illustration of that picture. Yes, I did them. So this is one of my favorite things to do, to illustrate. Ouch. I have, this is another one of Serena Williams. And this is what I did. Ooh, this one was one of the first ones I've ever done. That's the magazine picture. And then this is my interpretation of it. Yes, I draw too. I love drawing. So drawing is one of my favorite things to do. I love painting. So yeah, illustrating, painting. Those are my favorite things to do in my free time. I haven't done it in a long time, but I want to go in there. You said you're in love. Those doodles are on another level. Thank you. Hey, Freshly. Nabila Fashions. Yes. So, I really want to get in my illustrating bag. I would love to actually illustrate more and have them in a gallery and sell prints and original pieces, you know? That's something that has been a goal for a long time. And I believe that after I'm done with this fashion show, I'm gonna pick up illustrating again. I used to go to events with this one lady who's an illustrator, and I would be her assistant, and we would literally illustrate people at the event live. And I used to love it. So I met her at a fashion show, the airport fashion show, and I was telling her like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. I didn't know, you know, that I could do it here too, but I did it one time at an event in Amsterdam, but I didn't think to, you know, continue doing something like that. And so I asked her, could I help her? You know what? Now that I'm almost done, now the zipper wants to kind of, I wish I had done this side first, but I'm going to redo it because it's not as tight as I would like for it to be. So I'm going to pin it first and then take it apart. Yeah, I am definitely a tea person. He said, Lord have mercy on my soul. um yeah, so after the show I want to go back into illustrating more, but I'm definitely a tea person. Unless I'm fasting, of course, then I can't drink tea. And so for the most part, I feel like my day hasn't really fully started until I have my tea. And I think it comes from my grandmother, because she was always like, she used to call it, like in Surinamese, like hot water. And so she would be like, you need to start your day with your hot water. And I use tea for everything. If I don't feel well, if my stomach hurts, I'm gonna drink some tea. If my head hurts, I'm gonna drink some tea. If I got gas, I'm gonna drink some tea. If I'm nauseous, especially when I'm nauseous, I'm gonna drink some tea. I always drink tea for anything. If my throat hurts, I'm gonna drink some tea. uh, no, you're not being a distraction. Yeah, definitely. Tea is definitely good for the gut. Especially green tea is very healthy. What song best sums you up? That's a really good question. Lately I haven't been listening much to music, so I don't know how to answer that. But a song that does make me happy, every time I hear it, it's like good mood. And it reminds me of summer. Was it last summer or the summer before? I want to say the summer before. It's by Burna Boy, and it's called not anybody. Anybody was actually the inspiration for my last collection, but this one is, what is the title? What is the title? I have a lot of reels in it, a lot of short videos in it, but basically the part that really speaks to me is where he says, I want to be celebrated. Hold on, I don't want to play it because if I do, you know, I'm gonna get the, but I can find the, where's my iPad? My iPad is too far. I can't think of it right now. It'll come back to me though, and then I'll see. He's saying, for this life I live, I want to be celebrated. I want to spend my life on enjoyment, basically. So yeah, that one. But I also like Mercy Ochinwo. He Loves Me Too Much. So it's a gospel song. That one definitely got me like, oh my goodness. It's like every time it just hits in my spirit. And then I also like the fact that Drake said, you know, hair tied, chilling with no makeup on. That's when you're the prettiest. I hope you don't take it wrong. And I'm like, how could I take that wrong? What do I do to keep myself fit? I do some quick workouts while I brush my teeth. I have this electric toothbrush, and I don't really work out because when I'm sewing, I don't really have the time for it. But when I'm brushing my teeth, I'm like, you know what? This is a good time to do some squats. Yeah. And I do like the arm workouts where you like your arm like that. Like you do basically like this, but stretched out like that. So when I brush my teeth, I'm like one hand and I switch out the arm and I do squats and yeah. That, and when I was in college, I definitely wasn't working out then, but I would always take the stairs. Like everybody would always take the elevator, of course. And to the point where people would ask me like, why don't you ever take the elevator? Like the security guards who would always sit in front of the elevators, they would always say like, is there something wrong? Do you have like a phobia or what is it? I'm like, it's just my way of staying active. And they were like, oh, because I never see you get on the elevator. And I remember one time I actually did go on the elevator and everybody was like, what? You're in the elevator? Like, what's going on? I had never seen you in here before. And I'm like, people pay attention to you. Like, the littlest things you do, people really do notice. Yes, it's Plenty by Burna Boy. That is my favorite song. Definitely. Because it's like really positive. It's really focusing in on the good vibes and, you know? Thank you for finding that. And he says, I don't want to waste my days. I want to spend my days on enjoyment. And I'm like, yes, because there's been plenty of times that I wasted my days on sadness, you know? And I'm like, I want to waste my days on enjoyment. Whether it's in the form of traveling, praying, definitely praying every day, you know? But good things. Yeah. Yeah. I love that song. This is the part that I was afraid of. I think I should have left it alone the first time. But what we can do, because it gives this little poker. I really should have started with that side first. Let me see. How can I fix this poker? It's on this side, okay, and it's right here. Oh, okay. I see what happened. I think that I might, if I need to release it. Let's see if it's fixed now. Not yet. Dang, how am I fixing it? I am thinking this always happens when I start on the wrong side. It's like a tiny little twisty twist. Gotta go run to Walmart real quick. Okay, that's good. Okay, I'm gonna just sew on top of it for a little bit to make sure that it doesn't poke out some more. Those are some fun questions. I like it. Yes, please do. I like it. I enjoy that. Okay, I'm trying to get in here as precise as possible. Okay, and then I'm gonna sew it down. Let's see. I'm not gonna backstitch or anything. Just because I want to make sure first that it is good. And then once it's good, I can always reinforce it. And for now, I'm cleaning up every thread that is at the end so that the threads do not end up in my way. Okay, now, moment of truth. Please be good. No, it's not good. It did the same thing here too. So I'm like, how do we fix that? Probably when I iron it. I'll probably have to iron it. Yeah. I think heat might solve that issue because then it will stop it from rolling over. This is what I'm talking about, guys. I don't know if y'all could see that. Wait, you see this little line? It's like a little pucker because I feel like either I need to redo the zipper completely over again, or I'm gonna try with heat first because maybe it just needs to lay flat, like be pressed in place. Because when I press it with my finger, look. See when I move it over like that, you see how it's less already. So I'm thinking if I iron it over, because that's, see how it's gone now? I think heat will do it. Yeah. Heat will do it. And if not, I'm gonna redo the entire zipper. But I think it's just heat that it needs. Or let's see, I can also maybe getting a little bit closer into that seam. Let's try that because it's bothering me. just double checking something to see if I'm doing the same stitch length. I think I am. Yeah. So sleepy. Which one was it? Which one did the thing? Okay, this side right here. And it's right where the zipper ends too. Okay. It's right where the zipper ends, so it's hard to get in that crease because that's where the zipper rolls back over. Yeah, I'm gonna just leave it alone and just press it, because once the zipper's open, you can't even tell that that's happening. So odd. Okay, so leave that alone. Then let me press it first to make sure. I have a piece of pattern. It's literally 1 millimeter of a difference. Part of me is like redo it, part of me is like no. Ah. I mean, he did do it. Oh. So you can still see the wrinkles, but it is flat. I'm gonna leave that alone because it's not a big deal at all. And nobody's gonna have no magnifying glass over it and say, oh my god, girl, what is that? I'm gonna press it one more time and smooth it downward, and that should do it. That'll do it. Hey Richmond, wagwan. Wagwan, brother. I am working on these leather pants for my fashion show. How are you? Okay. Cool. You're good. That's good. I'm happy to hear. I'm going to iron the pockets a little bit. Should probably have it up here. Just so that they are flat too. And I'm putting up, yes, everything is done by me. All of it. All of it, all of it. I need to stand up for this one. That is perfect. These are all my designs for the show. And at first I was thinking about featuring other designers, but then I thought no, because it's a lot that goes into it, you know, when you do with other people. And I just thought, since it's inspired by my birthday, just keep it, you know, around that. Maybe the next one I will do with people. But this is first and foremost to kind of put me back on the map, you know? And so when I find other designers next time I do it and decide to do it with them, then it's also gonna be easier because they already know, you know, what I have done. So they'll see, you know, the quality of my work. They'll see the type of aesthetic that I'm going for. So it's gonna be easier to find people to match that aesthetic as well, because people are gonna know, okay, like I've seen what you've done before, you know. Woo! Jesus, I dropped this entire iron. Dang, where did this come from? Oh, from the center. Oh Lord, guess it's time for a new iron. I've been wanting a new one anyway. But the other day, my cat dropped it. Now I'm dropping it. Oh Lord. I guess okay, there we go. I fixed it. I'm at work, so I'll be in and out. That's totally fine with me. I appreciate you being here. Wow, on the clock. Oh, I'm a mess for that one. I have these white marks on it from my erasable pen because I was marking where I wanted them to kind of go and stuff. So I'm going to erase these markers with my iron now. Okay. The marks are gone in the center back. I still have some marks here at the bottom of the leg. Can y'all see? There's one, so I'm gonna erase that too. I so love those pens. And it leaves no residue at all. As soon as you apply that heat, it's just gone. No. Let me see if I can do one in the camera for y'all. So here you see it. Okay. And I am going over it, and there it is, gone. Here's one more. Going over it, gone. Okay, that makes the pants look so much cleaner too, because yeah, when it's under construction with the marks, it looks like, oh girl, what do you have there? Okay, cool. And I think one day I'm gonna iron them completely inside out to make sure everything is flat, flat, flat. Cool. Now that we got the zipper in, I gotta figure out, well, most of the zipper in, to put such an event mistake a lot. Yes. Yes. This is taking so much. Well, the Holy Spirit is my advisor. I don't have no other advisor at this time. So I'm doing everything with God. Like, I'm praying about things, asking God for guidance and wisdom on what to do, where to go. Yes, I am charging for the show. Right now, tickets are $35 for regular admission. I'm calling that the blue admission. And then VIP, which is diamond, it's $65. So I also have a GoFundMe if anybody's feeling led to, you know, support, because this is definitely taking a lot. Not just emotionally, because it's creating is a very emotional thing. Like, designing is literally emotional, because it's like one moment I'm so happy, I'm like, oh, my emotions are like, oh my gosh, I'm excited, this is good. And then there's another moment where I'm like, oh my gosh, is this even good? Is this worth it? Does this look good? And you're like going down that lane of like wondering, am I doing good? Am I not doing good? And then you have a moment where it's like, God, this is not happening the way I want it to happen. And then I'm crying. And I'm like, God, I am frustrated by this, and I'm frustrated by that, and this is not happening the way I want it to go. And then, you know, God is like, whoo, breathe. It's happening. It is happening. You're doing good. You're doing it, you know? So it's a whole roller coaster of different emotions. And then it requires a lot of focus, a lot of finding the right people to help and assist. And then it's creative direction, like, where am I going with my looks? What kind of looks do I want? Hi, Suman, how are you? And then it is, what more? What else? It's a lot, basically. It's a lot. So much. Okay, so now I am trying to figure out how to because this piece will be right here. It will be folded inward like this. Once it's folded inward, will be folded like this, and then basically like that. That doesn't make no sense to me, because if it is like that, I need to think. I am good too. You're from India. That is so awesome. What part of India? Yes, I do remember. I went live a couple days ago, and I think you were on there. And you were like, "Why are you doing the live? You need to go to sleep." So I need a visual representation of what I'm trying to do. So this is here, and this is here. Okay. Now that it's here and here, and this right there, and that right there. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to continue this piece first. All right, I think I'm following what I wanted to do. I have to, like, you know, break it down for myself sometimes. What's the time there? It is 4:19 p.m. today. Okay. So I'm gonna continue a little bit on the zipper, and then we can, you know, welcome back. Yeah, so I don't know if I answered all your questions, Richmond, but yeah, it's a lot, definitely a lot that goes into the show. The planning part, the creating part is a lot, you know, because I am doing doing the fabric shopping. I am doing the illustrating part, the pattern making part, the cutting part, the sewing part. Literally every part that it takes to create a collection, I'm doing it. But I did post the GoFundMe in my last YouTube live in the description box. If anybody feels led to give and support me, please do. And I'm not sure if I already posted the link for the Eventbrite. If people want to attend the show and want to purchase tickets, they can there. But I have it on my social media for sure. Okay, now that we have this, we can sew. I need to walk myself through it again, okay? We're right here. And I am at home. Okay, so because this is gonna go inward. Normally I would just sew this down like that, and then you fold it outward, I mean. But now we're going to fold it fold it, fold it, fold it, fold it, and then the zipper is gonna be here. So might as well sew it down right here. But why is it? Oh, I was about to say. Okay, so What's my favorite place for shopping? I have different favorite places for shopping depending on what I'm shopping for. I love Marshalls. I feel like Marshalls is a one-stop shop. I can find a quick, easy, nice outfit there on an affordable side. What do you call it? More affordable. And I like Zara, but lately Zara has been a miss for me. I love H&M. Definitely love H&M. I love, let's see, who else do I love to shop at? I don't feel like Ross is my place. I don't feel like I find a lot there. I love Burlington in Florida. They have a really huge one. I love Sephora for shopping for makeup. Fabric shopping. Fine Fabrics is my favorite one, but they are moving away from where I normally go. And so now Mood Fabrics has been my favorite place for shopping fabrics. Yeah. I'm so sleepy, it's hard to concentrate on this piece. I'm so sleepy. Come on, you got this, you can do this, you got this. You got this, you got this. It's not that hard. So when I go here, then, okay. So I do need to continue this part. Okay, that makes sense. It's making sense now. My favorite season is definitely spring because my birthday is in spring. I love summer too. I'm a summer girly. I love the hot weather. But if I have to only choose one, it's going to be spring. Yeah. What's your favorite season? What about you guys? Yeah, I don't like to be cold. Oops. I threw away I threw away my pin. That's crazy. I'll dig it out later. Excuse me. What annoys me most? When people chew loud, especially gum. That irks me. I hate it when I'm in an Uber and they chew gum mad loud. It's like, can you stop? That just makes me go like, oh, you know? Okay, great. We have one side almost there. Now we're gonna do the same thing for the other side, so I don't have to continuously, you know, walk myself through the same thing. Peace of mind is definitely more important than anything else, because when your mind is not at peace, I don't think you can function, really. At least for me. Like, I need peace and quiet. Quiet, like if it's not so quiet, I can deal with that, you know, after a while. But I am so into like peace and quiet that when I'm in a group and it's busy, like I need to have a moment where I step away. And I just regroup, you know, in silence. Like sometimes I'm with a whole bunch of people and it's like so loud, and it's like, oh my gosh, if I hear one more voice, one more noise, you know, and then I have to like either go to the bathroom and just like, you know. How many pillows do you use while sleeping? 2. I need one to cuddle up with and then one for my head. Like ever since I was a child, I always sleep with a pillow between my legs and then I cuddle. What just happened? Can you guys still hear me? Can you guys still hear me? Somebody was calling. I hate it when people call when I have do not disturb on. I have it on for a reason. You know? Okay, so what did I do here? I need to do the exact same thing. Okay, so we did that. Yeah, I was getting a call. First, it blacked out, and I'm like, what the heck? And then that's when the call came through right after. But can you still hear me? The longest I've not slept, the longest I've not slept, definitely less than a day, because I don't play about my sleep. Like, you know, pulling an all-nighter. But you know how some people be like, I haven't slept in 3 days. Not I. Not I. I could never. I don't think I could. I could not do that. I've only pulled the all-nighter twice. Once in college and once because somebody needed my help sewing. And I kind of, she asked me like, hey, can you please come and help me? And I was like, sure. I couldn't sleep anyway, so I was like, all right, I'll go and help her. Something I look forward to doing daily that makes me happy. I would say praying and sleeping. Did I? Yeah. Uh, you mean praying? Okay, so now I'm thinking I can maybe sew this piece. And the ones that is sewed. Sorry guys. Part of me wanted all of it to be hidden like this rather. Because then, I don't know, what am I doing? I think I just need to not make it overly complicated and just sew this piece. And it'll, because it'll be on the inside anyway. I just wanted all of it to be hidden. So if I hide it, that means I need to sew it on here. I don't know. I think I'm overly complicating it, so I'm gonna just do the easy way because it's on the inside anyway. They never taught us this part in school, so I'm always teaching myself this part. And I don't think it matters as much as I make it matter. If that makes sense. Both. I pray out loud, but I also pray to myself, depending on what the circumstances. Like sometimes it's a quick prayer, you know, softly, like to myself. And sometimes, oh wait, hold on. Yeah, I don't think this matters, honestly. I think I'm overcomplicating things. Yeah. Like sometimes I'll pray out loud, especially if it's about something that bothers me and I'm like, I need to hear it. But sometimes it's a quick prayer to myself. Well, not to myself, to God, of course, but like in my head. iPhone, definitely iPhone. Yes, praying for others is so good. Like, you know, the Bible even says how Job, a lot happened for him for the better when he prayed for his friends. So I think it's very important to pray for other people. It's good to pray for yourself, but I think it's more important to pray for others because as you pray for others, God is automatically doing things for you, you know? But after I had a BlackBerry, I went to iPhone and never looked back. Okay, let's do a testy test. Yes, sir. And this is the inside. So this will be finished with like the waistband. I think I did it opposite of how I did it with the skirt, but it's okay. Yeah, okay. There's more ways that lead to Rome, right? Okay, now I gotta figure out what I did. What did I do? Okay, because I was totally doing it in 2 different ways. So I'm gonna take this side apart so we can do it the same way as the other side. I normally do my waistbands totally different, which is why I'm over here struggling. This is not what I normally do, guys. In case you're like, thought you had it. I do. I do have it. What would I do if I won the lottery? I would retire my mom. And I would buy myself a house and a car. The rest of the money I would invest. I would save a portion. And I would not tell a soul. There will be signs, but I will not tell. So I would probably still work, you know. I would definitely establish my business. And most likely open up a store. At least one. There will be signs, but I won't tell. Because I don't need this person to be like, oh, hey cousin, you ain't called me in 10 years. Now all of a sudden it's hey cousin. Guan. In my language you say gue. Guan, brother. I think it is perfect. If I was forced to get a tattoo, what would it be? It would be... So I'm gonna tell you this. I used to want to get a tattoo, right? And I wanted to be the feather that goes into the birds that everybody had in Tumblr time. And I always thought of having a hanger for fashion or a needle. And I used to want to have like a matching tattoo of a line and a lioness on my finger, or probably my mom's name. So if I was forced to get a tattoo, it would probably be either one of those, or it would be what else would it be? I think those are my main. Oh wait, I don't know why I'm turning it around. Then I always liked a spine tattoo. No, not the peacock feathers. It would be like a regular bird feather, but the end of the bird feather would just like be tiny little birds, as if the feather's here and then it starts to fade into birds. Hi, you're back. Okay. So regular feathers, something sewing related, like what you call that? A hanger, a needle. I used to want to have one of my brands tattooed. It's also my Misafi brand. The logo is pretty sleek. Or even my current logo would have been nice too. But I don't have no tattoos because I used to always be so unsure of what I wanted. And I also thought, what if I miss the part of the skin, you know? Or what if I have a reaction to it and now my skin is messed up? My mind would always go there. My birthday is May 12th, which is also my cat's birthday. You can remember me talking about my dad? My dad is doing good. He lives in Suriname. We call each other, but not like every day. I call my mom every day. I need to do better with calling my dad every day, but yeah, we don't talk every day. We talk frequent, but not frequent enough. But I love my dad though. He's a great guy. He's a cool dude. I love him. I look just like him. I'm his twin. Literally. I am his twin. You will keep what in mind? I have said so many things. Oh, my birthday. Yeah. Thank you. And that's why this fashion show is like on the 10th. I wanted it on my birthday on the 12th, but this year my birthday is on a Monday, and so I thought people most likely will have to work on Monday, and if they don't work on Monday, they probably have to work on Tuesday, so they're probably not gonna want to be out till like 9 o'clock. So I said, let's do it on a Saturday, you know. Okay, now that we're here, this is gonna be the intricate part. I'm thinking if I sew it down already, then maybe I could just turn it inside out. I think that's a good idea. Let's find out. You made a beautiful girl. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. So I would say my mom knows what she was doing. She knew what she was doing when she married him. And I'm grateful. My mom is beautiful too, though. She really is. You know? Okay, great. Great. cool beans. Sometimes I'm starting to look like my mom a little bit. Starting. But for the most part, I look like my dad. Can we do this? I think we can. I think we can. Okay, so now I got to yes, you did see us on IG. Mm-hmm. You certainly did. I have posted my dad too, though. The last picture of me and my dad that we took together was in 2015, I believe, or 2017. I want to say 2015. I don't know though, but I did post his picture of when was his birthday. I think that was when January 2023 probably, or something like that, when he turned 70. Yeah, must have been 2023. My dad is 72 now. Yes. Let me see. I hope I did this right. I think I didn't. I think I should have had it the opposite direction. I knew I wasn't doing it right. I was like, this doesn't seem like it's... Oh my god. I don't know why I thought I was doing this correctly. I'm so sleepy. This happens when I'm sleepy. Like, I make little mistakes that could have been avoided when I'm sleepy. Which is why I typically don't force myself to sew. I just only sew when I feel like it. But I'm like, this time, we're gonna have to do it more than when we just feel like it. This is needing to, okay, open up right here. Okay, cool. Fold over. Now, once folded over, God help me, because okay, this is the way that I should have done it. One second, guys. Let me grab my iPad real quick. Because where is it even? Oh, it's right here. Oops. I keep getting texts and calls and messages. Let me see here. Me being an assistant right now. Good night in Pakistan. Hello, hello, hello. I will chill on the questions then. No, don't chill. Yes, please do subscribe. Oh wait, I missed so many things. Do you have any siblings? Yes, I do have siblings. I have 8 siblings on my dad's side. I am my mom's only child. I am a thinker. I feel like I think a lot before I do, but I'm also very spontaneous. So spontaneously, I could just do whatever and just go for things. Like I will think for the longest, and might be indecisive and go back and forth. But once I made up my mind, I'm gonna go for it, and you can't stop me. I am so sleepy, but I feel like the questions do help me stay awake though, and I actually find it fun. I am originally from Suriname, which is in South America, and I grew up in Amsterdam. What shoot is for tomorrow? One quick second, guys. Let me answer these questions here real quick. So just because I don't want to forget, tomorrow is Friday. Friday, gotta get down on Friday. I did tell you when you said okay, bye. Alrighty, bye. Mm. I know 4 languages, which is Surinamese, Dutch, English, and Spanish. I don't mind you being also a moderator. I can make you one. My favorite number is 12. Oops. 2 and 4 are also my favorites. Don't get scared of your face.
No.
I gotta listen to this audio message. You said you want me. Okay. I gotta listen to this audio message, so I'm going to mute you guys for just a quick second, okay? I'll be right back. Bear with me. Thank you. Okay, I am back. I'm listening. Well, not even listening. I am here again. Oops, 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 oops. Sure. Um. Okay. What was my favorite subject back in school? I loved math. Biology was definitely one of my favorites. And what else? Art. I was big on art. That was my favorite subject. Art and BE, yeah. I didn't really like the physicals. I was just like, no. Okay, so here we are. This is gonna go like this. Hold on. What are we doing? This is going over. Yup, like that. I so overly complicated this, but I know I could have done this in a far simpler way, but we're here now. We're here now. So, let me zip it all the way up for a second to make sure. Okay. This part is gonna be here. Like that. I thought I had done this. Oh, that's when I started doing my work. Okay. I totally wish that I didn't do it this way though, but I don't want to redo it because I spent so much time. And I feel like when I first started doing this, I didn't feel like doing it. I was like, no, I don't want to do it. And I was like, no, do it, do it, do it. And now I wish I had listened to myself and did it when I'm not tired. But it's okay. We're doing it. We're almost there. I didn't like history. It was boring to me. So boring. Um, hmm. I really wish I had done a regular waistband. But let's see here. So I gotta push through. Gotta push through. Got to push through. Okay. Where's my pin? On the floor. Okay. So if I do that and do the same thing on this side. One thing I love is that it is equal, because I was concerned that it might have not been equal. That I do love for us. What is the one thing in life that you cannot go without? My Bible. God. God first, of course, then my Bible. But, you know, like if it's the item, Bible. Shower. Definitely a shower. Probably my sewing machine. Okay. I'm getting the vision. We're almost there. Almost there, almost there. I'm looking for another pin that is long. Found one. Okay, actually, I'm gonna leave that one alone. And are you a believer in the power of manifestation? Yeah, I want to say yes, but I only if it's manifestation that truly comes from God, you know, because you have manifestation that is like different faiths and beliefs, like New Age, for example. They do have some kind of manifestation too, you know. I'm wondering if I should fold it over first, like that, and then yeah, I think I like this more. Yes, this looks good. It's clean. Good, good, good. I'm gonna. Did I just turn off? What the heck? What happened? My sewing machine. Oh, my cable came out. And I'm like, wow. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to swipe these messages up. I'm wanting to finish this and then I'm gonna answer to those because I don't wanna interrupt what I'm doing right now. Switching over my feet. Okay. Which wild animal would you choose to represent you? That's a really good question. I'm not sure if I would say maybe a black panther or something, because I like how they look. Monkeys are my favorite animals, so I don't know if I should say a monkey because it's my favorite animal. I'm wanting to make sure it is exactly where it needs to be without pinning it, but it's looking like I might have to pin it. Yeah, definitely gonna stay focused because I have like, yeah, that's what I do now, but at the same time I also have to do things for myself. And like, granted, it's 6 o'clock almost, and oh wait, we forgot, it needs to be on 3.0. Yeah, like that's my so to speak job now, but I still have to do the things for myself, you know. Okay, sure that this is long enough, which it is. And this is perfecto. So I'm going to fold it over first, I think, and then again like that. Do I like that, or do I like it more like this? I think we're gonna do this one. Monkeys are pretty cool. My mom bought me one when I was a little kid. Really, that is so good. I always wanted one. My mom used to have one when she was young. My grandpa had it, but he was a bit aggressive, and I think he bit my aunt on her arm. So they got rid of him after that incident happened. But I always wanted a little one. I think they're so cute. And I've seen this person on YouTube, I mean on Instagram, that has one. This guy. And he'll bathe him, and they have so much fun together. I'm not really a procrastinator because I like to do fun things. And if I have a lot of work because I procrastinate, then I can't go do my fun things. So I would always tell myself, if you do it now, if you get it done, then if an opportunity comes up, you know, you don't have to I really wish I didn't do it this way. I feel like it's ugly this way. Yeah, I think that I am gonna redo it, this part, just because I'm not satisfied with how it looks. I'm not satisfied, but I'm not gonna do this part today because I feel like I'm too tired to do it the way I want it done, you know? And I'm sure it's fine. It's just not how I like it done. And so therefore, part of me is like, push through, keep doing it, keep going for it, you got it. And part of me is like, no. No, 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 no. Yeah. Because I really, really wanted to have it done today, but tomorrow's also another day. I don't want to answer that question because I feel like you never know if people might, you know, start sending me pictures randomly in my DMs. If they know that about me. I don't trust people like that, you know? Not all the way. Mm. Yeah, I can definitely understand that one too. Okay, now okay, so yeah, I need to keep going just a tad bit longer, tad bit more. What other questions do you have in your pocket? Okay, so boom, we here now. Then my favorite car, it used to be an Audi R8, the sport Audi R8, but I don't think that's my favorite car anymore. Then it was the Jeep Sahara, but you know, it does the death wobble, and I don't like that. I think that would freak me out, so I no longer want that car. So now I don't necessarily have a favorite car because I don't really know much about cars. Okay, so if this is right here, then this needs to be right here. Like that. Actually, this would be even better if it's like this. Okay, there we go. There we go. So this is how it needs to be right here. Guys, I feel like I'm sweating today. This waistband got me beat. Okay. So this. I wish I could have somebody else do this part for me. I like both cooking and baking. You love GT and Lamborghini. Okay. Those are both dope cars. I'm not so familiar with GTs, but definitely Lambos. I used to want to have a Lambo. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I figured this part out. I'm so happy. I'm gonna put a pin in it for here. And I'm gonna do one on this side. I'm like, why didn't I think it through sooner? Because it was definitely not that hard to figure it out. I just overcomplicated it because I think, oh yes, a Mustang. Okay. I am familiar with Mustang. And this is gonna be top stitched on. Do I want to do it at the same time? Let's not do it at the same time. I'm gonna put in my zipper feet again. I'm like, duh, why didn't I think of this part in the way that I am now? Because that is so much easier. I definitely do like Mercedes-Benz and BMWs. How far down am I sewing? Okay, from here. Cool. Cool. Okay, cool. Got that. Look at that. Because what was I doing earlier? Only God knows. Okay. Oh, this is still stuck. Got that off. All right, now we can finally do this part. But I need to make sure that the opposite side is going to match. And it's looking like it is, so okay. Then we can move forward. Yeah, I hear those people. Summertime is near. My favorite holiday, I would say, is Christmas. Although I haven't really been celebrating it like I used to. So sorry, guys. I'm so sleepy. Yeah, I would say Christmas. For sure. This makes a world of a difference, guys. My favorite color, I have multiple favorite colors. One of them is blush pink. Another one is emerald green, which is also my birdstone. And I love blue. Well, you can't tell it, but like that cobalt blue sapphire, which is also my brand color. I'm thinking to switch over feet again. here too. Okay. I wanted to triple check it. Okay. Right there. There we go. There we go. Making sure that it doesn't bunch up. And now I'm going to fold over this last piece before we sew it down. I'm so happy because I was like, I'm so sleepy, I cannot do this. And I was like, push through, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna push through. And then as I'm taking it out, I'm like, I want to see this done, you know? And so I was like, yeah. And now that it's coming together, I'm like, oh my God, thank you, Lord. You seen it before? Okay, good. Awesome. Yeah. This is so good. So good. So much better. I guess because of my previous stitches, it's not as clean as I would love for it to be. But baby, this is so much better than what it was before. And the truth is, nobody's gonna pay attention to these little details, but I do. Okay. I'm so excited. Oh. Okay, now let's do the same thing on the opposite side. Okay, so this is what it looks like. We're gonna have to take this piece apart first. My bag. I'm craving pizza right now. I don't know why. I don't feel so accomplished because it took me so stinking long to do this. It makes me feel like time was wasted and I didn't do anything. But that's not true. I did do something. And it's about to be done. Part of me is like take a nap, but I also feel like if I take a nap, it's gonna be over with. And then I won't be able to sleep tonight because I haven't been napping during the day. So cool. We have this done. Taken out. Then what? What do we do? We take it out just a tad bit more because I can't move it freely. Okay. And we do take this piece out too. Okay, and now we have that done, and then what do we do? Oh my God, we did it. What did we do? we come on, brains, you got it. What did you do? You did. Okay, there we go. This is what we do right here. So open this up slight bit more. Okay, so this goes here. Yeah, this goes here. And as this goes here, we fold it over like that. And we can sew it down like we did before. But don't want to. Congrats, you did it. You're way while running low on sleep. Yes, I definitely, like, I went to bed around 3 or 4, but I couldn't sleep because my mind was running. And then finally, when I went to sleep, I did sleep all the way through, but at 9 somebody called me, and I'm like, oh, you know, my phone is on do not disturb, why would you call again? You know. And so he called again, and then after he called again, first I was like, I'm gonna just not answer and I'm gonna go to sleep, back to sleep. But then I felt bad, so I called back. And then when I called back, he was like, oh, you're still sleeping? I forgot you probably stayed up late, so. And I'm like, yeah. I always say don't call me before 12, and he always calls me before 12. And I'm like, ugh, how can I not block you, but always like silence your calls? I want to make sure that it's equal, so I gotta dang. I thought that I had it equal. I did it higher so that it would be equal, but it's looking like it might not come out equal. Okay, so this is gonna be like that. Thinking that this right here would be equal. Yeah, this should be perfect. Okay, let's go for it. Let me measure. Yeah, I think that this is it. Cool. Turn on a movie. But you know, I can't sleep with noise. I have to have it completely silent. So if I turn on the movie, I'm gonna want to watch it. But at the same time, maybe I should try it. You might never know. Okay, so now we have this side. It's nice and clean. I like that. And so we are going to fold this over and sew that down. And okay. I don't want to lose it, so I'm gonna pin it. I don't want to pin it low key, but I am gonna do it. The reason why I don't like pinning this fabric is because it literally makes a hole in it and you can't like smooth the hole back out, you know? It's like once it's in kind of thing. Okay, so I'm gonna have to come down some. Okay. Fingers crossed this is it. Fingers crossed. That it goes very well and very smooth and better than the last side, okay? Okay, I'm gonna push the zipper inward some. Okay, there we go. That was intense, and this side came out much cleaner too. I like that. I just pray it's equal, and if it's not, oh well, so be it. Yeah, it's equal. Okay, the bottom is not, but that's okay. I can just put a hook and eye to keep it in place. To make it close up because the zipper doesn't go all the way up at the end, which that's completely fine. And it's only like a millimeter of a difference, so that is fine. Yeah, don't knock it till you try it. And then put it on mute. I will not knock it till I try it. I knew this fabric was going to be difficult to work with. It's not super difficult, but keeping everything matchy and stuff, yeah, that was a bit of a challenge. But this is going to be in the side seam. I just hope that the shirt covers this part because I'm not, like, me being super anal, I'm like, I don't love it, but it's not bad. And knowing how difficult it was for me today, I'm proud that we did it. Look, I didn't learn this in school. This right here is me teaching myself this part. This is something I've never done before, ever. So I'm proud of myself. This is outside of my expertise, and I did good, I think. I think I did good. I am proud of me. So now we can continue sewing the waistband. my battery is at 6%, so what I'm gonna do is find a snack. I should have probably put my food in the oven before, and by now it would have been done, but it's okay. I am going to, sorry guys, I'm gonna take a quick break, find a snack, put my food in the oven. Yes, this is a leather fabric. It's not real leather, it's faux leather, but yeah. I have never sewn with this type of material before, and I even got some leather needles, which they didn't teach me nothing about in school. And yeah, so we're here. But thank you guys so much. I had fun. Thank you for asking all the questions and keeping me engaged and encouraged. I'm also gonna go make some calls and yeah, do all my duties. So thank you guys for being here, chilling with me, questioning me about my life and my interest and all of that. I love it when you guys do that. It's so fun to me. So yeah, I appreciate it. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, your night, your evening, whatever. And if you haven't had dinner yet, I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much. You as well. Thank you. Bye guys. Love ya.